What's up, everybody? It's DCOOP, the self-proclaimed Bee's Knees, back again with another commentary. And I'm sorry if this gameplay is old. I just had to find something to upload because my computer is really broken, and I'm getting a new one today. So the commentaries will be coming out soon, and I did finish 3 of my finals, 2 left. But is there a more exciting time in the basketball season than the NBA playoffs? I've been looking forward to this for a long time, even though my New Orleans Hornets are 1 year out of the playoffs now. And that hurts me. I'd rather be in the playoffs, no doubt, than be in the lottery. Unless we were a team with virtually no chance of contending, which I believe basically every team that's made this playoffs are contenders, except the Orlando Magic. I don't think they're really contending, but how awesome would it be if they won a title without Dwight? I don't see that happening. No, I don't see them making out the first round. But anyways, let me kick off my first round predictions. Number 1, Chicago. At number 8, Philadelphia. If Derrick Rose is hurt or Derrick Rose has some type of back problems throughout this series, or he has to miss extended minutes, give me Philadelphia, but I doubt that's going to happen. Actually, I don't doubt that's going to happen. You never know what can happen. But saying that doesn't happen, give me Chicago. Chicago has that coach of the year over there, in my opinion. They've been playing great basketball, good defensive team, lockdown defensive team. Give me Chicago, man. Derrick Rose, homecoming. I love it. Stuck with his team throughout thick and thin. And let's move on to number 2, Miami at the New York Knicks. Now, some Miami fans might get mad at me for this, but I think New York actually matches up pretty good with Miami. Probably better than more people envision. Steve Novak, a lot of people don't know, low-key, he may be the best shooter in the game today. Steve Novak is shooting the ball. He's shooting clips at a career high, a season high, if you will, I believe. Even an all-time high. I believe he's having one of the highest shooting three-point percentages in the history of the game right now. He's a gunner, and he can definitely bring Miami out of some zone D if they want to drop back in the zone. The Knicks are not the team to do that against. They have people that are willing and loaded to shoot the ball. LeBron may have to do a little more this series than I think LeBron would like to do. Bosh, I don't think Bosh is going to be that effective. I could be wrong. I think Tyson Chandler, that's right, Tyson Chandler will miss the first game, I believe, because of flu-like symptoms or something of that nature. But I still like the Knicks' chances, so I'm going to go with the upset. Give me the New York Knicks over the Miami Heat. And once again, I am not a professional. This is all just a basketball fan's opinion on what he thinks is going to happen. So we're moving on to Indiana at Orlando, and I don't even know what to say. If Orlando even competes in this series, that's great on Orlando, because Dwight Howard got hurt at like the worst possible time. Too late to get a draft pick, not good enough to do anything in the playoffs. Let's move on from that one. Give me Indiana. Now on to one of the more interesting series of the first round, Boston and Atlanta. Now, normally I'm anti-Atlanta, and that's not taking shots at any people from Georgia or Atlanta. Actually, it's a pretty cool place, but being a Saints fan, I'm normally anti-Atlanta. But I have nothing against the basketball team, so starting this off, I'm honestly having to think kind of hard about this one. Give me Atlanta. I don't really think you can call it an upset, and am I really choosing Atlanta over the Celtics in the first round? I'm doing it. I just did it. I think that Avery Bradley is phenomenal. I think that Rondo is phenomenal, but Ray Allen has some type of injury. I'm not sure what he has. He'll probably be back for the series. Paul Pierce has aged accordingly. He's still a really good player, but I don't know. I just think it's Atlanta's time. I don't know. It's hard for me to explain this. Joe Johnson, not worthy of that max contract, but still, he's still pretty good. You're not going to take that away from Joe Johnson. Josh Smith, I think if they win this series, it'll have to be a combination of Josh Smith, Joe Johnson, and Marquise Teague. Wait, I just said Marquise Teague, man. I got the NBA lottery on my mind. My bad. Jeff Teague. I think these three can cause some problems for Boston. Even though I do like Boston, I do feel like they're built to contend better than Atlanta. I'm going to go with the Atlanta in the first round over Boston. So my Atlanta people, hey, you can't hate me for that choice. But my Celtics fans, I'm sorry. I still think, I don't know, that series can go either way. It's really a toss-up. Now, on to the San Antonio Spurs against Utah. I do think San Antonio is going to win it all. That is just one of the ways I've been viewing this. I've been watching San Antonio play throughout the regular season. I've been hearing they're a regular season team this, they're a regular season team that. I'm not going to buy into the regular season team hype. I'm going to say give me San Antonio. I'm liking the way you see, I'm even stuttering on this because San Antonio, they just play such perfect basketball. They're like the ideal franchise, the ideal team right now. And a lot of people don't see how big of a trade that Richard Jefferson trade was, getting rid of him and acquiring Steven Jackson. I personally thought Steven Jackson was done the way he was looking with the Milwaukee Bucks. He was looking like he didn't care about basketball anymore. He was unenthused. He didn't look like Steven Jackson to me, and I've been a Steven Jackson fan. So seeing Steven Jackson actually rejuvenate his career, if you will, has been a sight for me. And actually getting rid of Richard Jefferson has been kind of a big deal to Spurs fans. So I'm going with San Antonio. I think Utah matches up really well with just about any other team. They're not a bad matchup for the Spurs, but they're not necessarily a good one, I believe. Utah, they do have those two bigs in Millsap and Jefferson, and Favors low-key is a beast, and Cantor is really having not that bad of a rookie season. He's doing pretty good. When he gets minutes, I checked it out. I wanted to hate on him, but he gets those double-digit rebounds fairly quickly. So I think the Jazz were a better matchup with the Lakers. Don't ask me why. I just feel like they matched up, the bigs and whatnot matched up better, even though Bynum probably has his way with Jefferson. Moving on to Oklahoma City, number 2 at number 7, Dallas. I think OKC's winning this. I think it's Kevin Durant's time to get some more shine, if you will. And an interesting statistic I was told, I'm not sure if it's entirely true, is that the Thunder, a lot of people like to bash Russell Westbrook. Now, Westbrook is a really good player. I just believe he needs his own team. He gets a lot of maybe warranted hate because he's playing with Kevin Durant, you know, arguably the best in the game right now, maybe the better scorer than Westbrook. But one thing that people have to take into account is that Russell Westbrook, like I said take into account, I'm not sure if this is true, but I believe it is. Someone on this forums I post on said Russell Westbrook, when he shoots the ball more than Kevin Durant, the Thunder are 20-4. That's unbelievable. That's crazy. That's a damn good record. So if that is true, then people are undervaluing Westbrook, which I believe they already do. He causes a lot of problems for opposing point guards, and he can get just about any shot he wants. And Dallas, if Dirk goes back to that Dirk last year, man, the Thunder need to watch out. Jason Terry, Roddy Buckets doing his thing. I haven't seen much of Marion. That rookie they have, I forgot his name. I think he's a rookie. You know, they've been looking pretty straight, but they are missing what I think is that interior presence that Tyson Chandler brought last year. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say give me Oklahoma City Thunder up, baby. Moving on to the Lakers at Denver. I was originally going to come into this commentary saying give me the Lakers. Hold on, let me look at Denver's roster real quick. I should pause the video and check out Denver's roster. I know Aaron Aflalo can give Kobe some problems. A lot of Kobe fans probably will not want to admit that, but the true fans of the game will know Aaron Aflalo is a really good defender. And let me look at his game log too, because I was talking about him earlier because I had him in fantasy. He was only getting like 10 points a game. Wow, he's averaging 18 points a game now. He's really stepping up. His last 10 games, he's averaging 18. He's shooting 53% from the field. That's pretty good. They're stepping up at the right time. I'm looking at this. Timothy Mozgov is 7'1". Costa Koufos is 7 foot. Fareed is a phenomenal post defender. I wasn't going to go with this upset in the first round, but give me Denver over Los Angeles. I'm sorry, Lakers fans. Kobe can come out and Kobe could be Kobe. Now, I'm not saying this isn't going to happen. I know the Lakers, they like to abuse that post presence, not presence, but they make other teams' post presence basically non-existent with their size. Now, the Lakers are still a really good team, I think they're built to contend. Like I said, I think every team in the playoffs but Orlando is built to contend. And I'm not so sure about Philadelphia. I don't think they really have the bigs at the moment to contend. But going back to that Denver Lakers series, I think Wilson Chandler helps out a lot. Is Wilson Chandler inactive? Let me check this out really quick. I think Wilson Chandler has been, how you say, inactive. He will require, yeah, okay, so Wilson Chandler has been inactive. I really think he's a big part of that Denver team. I really wish he was healthy. Al Harrington, I'm not a fan of Al Harrington at all. Maybe he's having a good season. I'm still not a fan. JaVale McGee has been playing a lot better since he's came to Denver, and a lot of people are still calling him the dumbest player in the league. And, you know, that could be true to some extent, but JaVale McGee has talent. There is no denying that. And I think he actually plays a good role in this series. So, Andre Miller and Ty Lawson, also good point guards. Miller, the veteran, he's going to know what to do. I'm saying give me Denver in this series. I'm kind of ranting on about this. Give me Denver. They just match up really good with the Lakers, I think. And I don't think a lot of people are seeing this. They have the positions to defend. I mean, they're good. I don't want to say good defensive team, but they're pretty straight on defense. Now, every game Denver has played with the Lakers has been fairly close. So I just think they turn it up into extra gear into the playoffs. But, you know, the Lakers, Kobe, he can be Kobe whenever he wants. So don't hate me on this one. This is just my opinion, like I said. Now, Memphis at the Clippers, as bad as I want to see the Clippers get eliminated, I kind of think they're going to win, but I have to go with Memphis on this one. Chris Paul has had to be too good for the Clippers to win. People will argue with me that Chris Paul is, I don't know how to say this, that Chris Paul had to carry the Clippers less than the Hornets. Chris Paul does way more for the Clippers than he ever did for the Hornets. Now, this is a fact. I go to 82games.com. I check out the statistics. I look it up. Chris Paul is more efficient than last year. He's shooting a better percentage. He's shooting a better three-point percentage. I believe he's getting more assists. He's getting more points. He coasted through last year with the Hornets, whether it was just because he wanted out or whatever the reason was. But with this Los Angeles Clippers team, he stepped it up a notch, and he's doing more, and they are way more reliant on Chris Paul than the Hornets were. And so I don't think that bodes well for them, even though Los Angeles matches up well with any team in the playoffs, basically. The Clippers match up really good with any team, but so does Memphis. So that causes a problem right there. Tony Allen, I'm not sure if they're going to stick him on Chris Paul. I think it might be a wise idea. I think Tony Allen has the potential to give any three guard and under fits, any forward and down fits. Tony Allen is a monster defender. A lot of people underrate his presence on that Memphis Grizzlies team. Rudy Gay is going to cause, I don't even know who's the Clippers lockdown defender. Randy Foye? Is that who they have stopping people over there? If it is, he's not a bad defender, but I'm not sure they really match up particularly well with Rudy Gay. DeAndre Jordan's a great shot blocker, help side. I'm not so sure post defender. Blake Griffin is Blake Griffin. He's going to get his. So I think this will be one of the more interesting matchups. They'll probably leave Conley on Chris Paul, but we'll have to see how this plays out. So give me Memphis in that one. And people probably want to know who I have winning it all. I'm going to go with the Spurs, even though I kind of want to say Oklahoma City. Can I get a two-way on this? Like Spurs or OKC? Probably not. Give me the Spurs and give me from the I'm not winning it all. This is just my finals matchup. Give me from the East. From the East, this is a tough choice. I want to pick Boston, but I have them getting out in the first round. So, oh man, this is tough. Give me Indiana. Yeah, that's a good one. Indiana. I didn't really talk much about their team. I didn't really praise them much, but Indiana is set. Paul George, Danny Granger, George Hill, Barbosa, Hibbert, West. they have the pieces to cause any team problems. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this long commentary. I even made it through all of the first quarter for you guys. And I plan on bringing out more videos soon, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. And playoffs are today, baby. Let's get hype. Today's gonna be a good day, right? But anyways, I'm DCOOP and I'm out. Peace.